The courthouse was colder than I expected. Not physically, but in spirit. I walked out with a manila envelope. My divorce papers sealed inside, and a heart I wasn't sure still worked. 14 years of marriage ended with a few signatures and a nod. From a bored judge, no one cried, no one fought, just silence, the kind that screams when everything else has stopped. I didn't feel like going home, not that it was really home anymore. The house now belonged to her. I had packed my things the night before and loaded my car with 2 suitcases and my dog-eared copy of To Kill a Mockingbird. Everything else stayed. Behind, it felt easier that way, cleaner. With nowhere else to go and no appetite for company, I checked into a cheap roadside motel on the outskirts of town. A blinking neon sign read, "Vasey, Cable, Weekly Rates." The carpet was stained, the air stale, but it was quiet. That was all I needed. The receptionist was a woman in her early 60s, with sharp eyes and tired hands. She looked at me like she had seen this before. A man with red-rimmed eyes, no ring, and a suitcase that sagged with regret. As she handed me the key card, she said, quietly, "Room 27. Don't worry. Know that one has a good bed? You look like someone who hasn't slept in a while." I paused, half surprised by her tone. Not pitying, not nosy, just knowing. "Rough day?" she asked, not looking up. I nodded, just signed the papers. She gave a slow, sad smile. "Then tonight, you're allowed to feel everything. Just don't let it follow you forever." Room 27 was modest. Single bed, a flickering lamp, and the smell of old cologne and cigarette smoke. I sat on the edge of the mattress and stared at the wall. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just sat there feeling like I didn't exist, like I was a ghost haunting my own body. Later that night, I walked to the vending machine in the hallway for a soda. On my way back, I passed the front desk again. Receptionist was still there, sipping coffee. She nodded. "You want to talk?" I shrugged. "Depends." "You charging for therapy tonight?" she chuckled. "No, son. Just been around long enough to know when a man's about to drink from a bottle of pain that never empties." We sat on a bench near the lobby's dusty plant. I told her everything. Not in a flood, but in slow, broken sentences. About how my wife fell out of love. About the distance. About how I tried harder, but she tried less. She said I was boring. I whispered that I became predictable. Safe. Like safety was a bad thing. The receptionist looked at me for a long time, then said, "Some people confuse comfort with dullness. They don't realize what they had until the storm finds them." I asked if she had been married. She nodded. Once he left when I got sick, said he didn't sign up for a sick wife, so I signed his exit papers and built a life anyway. Her voice wasn't bitter, just honest. The silence after that was soft, kind. 2 strangers sitting with their wounds in the open, not needing to explain them. I realized then that sometimes healing doesn't come from talking, it comes from being heard. The next morning, I found a note slid under my door. It was from the receptionist. It said, "You survived the ending. That means you're strong enough to find a better beginning. Don't go back looking for the pieces. Let them stay broken and build something new." I left the motel with no map, no plan, and yet I felt lighter, like her words had scraped a layer of sadness off my skin. I didn't know what came next. I didn't need to. I had survived yesterday. That was enough for today. Months passed. I started fresh in a different city, found work at a local bookstore, joined a hiking group, even laughed again. Pain didn't vanish, but it became manageable, like a stone in my pocket, not a boulder on my back. I never saw that motel receptionist again, but her words stayed with me. When people ask how I made it through that dark chapter, I smile and say, "Someone reminded me that the worst day isn't the end. It's just proof that better ones can still come."